I'm back working on this 2013 Dodge Dart here today. It's going to be the same 13 through a 16, but these lug bolts here we're having an issue with. They're not really bad on this car yet, but they have these cheap caps on the lug bolts, and I've been wanting to get these replaced. And I want to show you what I've got here. Now you're going to have a couple of different types depending on if you have the steel wheels or the alloy. So here is what these look like. So usually the alloys will be shaped like the one on the right, and this would be the steel ones here on the left. And let me show you what this is. The one came off of mine, so I'm just going to be putting these back on here. So these are just some Dormans. These are pretty much identical to the. Now you can see the difference here. This one's completely forged, and this one here has this cap. Now you'd be asking yourself, well, what's the difference? But this one here actually starts to get distorted, and it gets to where when they get bad, you can't get a 19mm or a 3/4 to go on this. Right now, the 3/4 fits it better than the 19. The 19 will go like that far. Now the other thing that you'll notice is that this cap will start spinning a little bit. Now in the early stages they're not bad, but as they get worse and worse, these caps will get where you can't hardly get a socket on it. And you can see the problem if you're get a flat side the road and you're having to change a tire out. It's going to be an issue. So it's definitely something that I want to go ahead and take care of now. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to replace these one at a time. It said you don't need really any special tools. I'm going to be using the 3/4. If you have a torque wrench, it would be ideal. We're going to be torquing these to 100 foot-pounds, and you could just use a lug wrench and just snug them up, but I want to be torquing them. So we're going to go ahead, we're just going to do these one at a time. And I can tell the caps on these are worse than the one that I was showing you over there. I'm just going to take this one out, put the other one back in. Now I went ahead and set this to 100 foot-pounds. So we're just going to go through and we'll just one at a time. And because this one is forged, the 19mm actually fits the head of it properly like it's supposed to. Now I just want to note that if you take all of these off here, raise it and take them all off at once, then you do not want to tighten them like I'm doing here. You want to do in a star pattern and tighten them all evenly. But because I'm doing these, they're already tight, and I'm doing them one at a time, I can do it this way. Right, the last one. Okay, and now what I'll do, I'll just go around and double check all these just for good measure. Alright, so all we have to do now is just repeat the process 3 more times here. Alright, so we got all of our lug bolts put on now. And as you can see, they look pretty good too. And most importantly, I know that a 19mm is going to fit these every single time. Now another annoying thing that I'd forgot about after removing the rest of these is that the cap plug bolts also like to get stuck on the socket, so then you have to wind up hitting it and with a hammer or something to get it off of there. And now the most important step. Alright, so I just wanted to make a quick video on this. Hopefully this can help someone out. We'll leave links to the alloy lug bolts and the steel wheel lug bolts, so you'll know the difference there. But that's going to do for the video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up. As always, I invite you to subscribe, and thank you for watching.